50% of patients on dialysis are unable to pay their bills due to the high cost involved. Patients at the police hospital have appealed to government to consider including renal therapy in the National Health Insurance Scheme to ease the burden.
A kidney patient needs an initial amount of about 2,500 cedis for drugs and a series of operations, even before gaining a spot at any dialysis unit in the country. The main challenge now becomes the source of finance for the lifetime treatment. At the police hospital in Accra, a session cost 200 Ghana cedis, and patients need 3 of such sessions each week to survive. For the past 4 years, Ni Ama Ashte has spent over 200,000 cedis only on dialysis.
I've done this for 4 years now. I have to sell my 5-bedroom house to dialyze, and it's not easy at all. So if the public could assist us with some funds, we are suffering.
Until he is able to afford a transplant, he will continue to go through this session for the rest of his life. Statistics available at the police hospital indicate that in 2015, 2,479 cases were recorded. This was increased to 2,793 cases in 2016. Majority of these patients have to rely heavily on family and friends for support, which are not always reliable.
Some of them are able to do it only once. Others too can even miss the whole week. By the time they come the following week, they come with complications, they cannot breathe and things, and now emergency, we have to rush them to OPD to see doctors.
Most patients die when their resources are no longer able to cover for the cost of treatment, and that is when it becomes necessary for the National Health Insurance Scheme to cover the cost of renal therapy. Although some hypertensive drugs are already covered by the NHI scheme, Head of the unit, ASP Ruth Helegbe, appealed to the government to consider the treatment on the scheme.
It's painful when you see that you are doing your best but your client is not getting well. So we are appealing to the government, all philanthropists, to help. The government should at least enroll dialysis onto the NHIs, even if they will not pay full. At least they should meet them halfway, as is done in US and the other countries.
She explained, at the moment, there is no intervention for such patients except for private organizations or sometimes the social welfare that comes in to support.
Well, you know, the campaign to have it, you know, grafted into the NHI.
Yes.
I think it's something that government can look at, even though the cost is high. But if it's a social intervention, even if it's subsidized in any form, I think that would help.
Because they are high, it's high. True. I mean, the cost of treatment is incredibly high.